And welcome inside 302 Sports. Again, we are live from St. Mark's High School for your Blue Hen Championship game. This time, girls are in action. It would be Hodgson and Howard battling out to see who takes home your Blue Hen Conference Championship here on the girls' side of things. Nick Alessandrini alongside Jason Winchell, Pops, and Nick Hall all on tap for this second game and our final game of Saturday action here for 302 Sports. And Jason, we just got done a thrill ride on the men's side of things here for the Blue Hen Championship game between AI and St. George's. They ended up getting a 44-40 victory, the St. George's Hawks, over AI to be crowned the champions.
Yeah, and that was an incredible game, and I think this one has a chance to be just as good.
And two great teams, both teams, the Hodgson Eagles coming in at 16-4. And the Howard Wildcats also coming into this contest with a record of 16-4. And both teams, Jay, we were here at the same exact spot last year to see the same exact matchup for the same exact championship, the Blue Hen Championship.
Yeah, and it was good then, and it's going to be good now. I mean, this is I can't wait.
And both teams did meet up this season, but all the way back December 11th, it was Hodgson's second game of the year, the same for Howard. And that game was at Howard, and Hodgson ended up getting a small, narrow victory, 50-47 over the Howard Wildcats. So, again, a rematch of a very good game from back in December is on tap here, just about 3 minutes away from starting lineups and tip here at St. Mark's High School. But now we look down at these rosters and what they've done so far this season. Obviously, Hodgson, a great team, Jay, and getting ready for their state tournament run. Is they got a pretty high seed here for this state tournament.
Yeah, Hodgson will be the 7th seed, so they'll have a first-round bye. As we brought up the broadcast, we had the brackets. I'll send it over again for everyone watching. But, yeah, Hodgson will be your 7th seed. They'll get the winner of the Friends Sussex Tech first-round game. And Howard is sitting in the 11th seed, and they will play 22 Newark Charter on Wednesday night at home.
So there you have it. Both teams getting ready for action here. I'm getting in on the action myself here for pregame. Both teams warming up here on the court now, just 2 minutes away from tip-off. And like you mentioned, both teams in the state tournament, pretty decent seeds.
Yeah.
And then we look down at some of what they've done all season long, some team leaders here. Kayla Braxton Young, you can't say enough about her and what she's been able to do for this Hodgson Silver Eagle team. The scoring comes in bunches. She averages 26.6 points per game. I mean, can't say enough about that.
And she makes it look easy. She does it all inside, outside, great touch from the foul line, great ball handler. Easily for me, for first team All-State this year. The way she's played, it's been incredible to watch her play. And if you haven't seen her play, tune in tonight because it will be worth the price of admission.
She also leads the team in steals, about 2 per game. Also on that team, Erica Farrell, she leads them in rebounds, about 5.5 per game for her, number 5. And then Treasure Baskerville, 1.2 assists per game. She leads them in assists. Now we look over to the Howard Wildcats, a name that we all know, Renaja Latch-Huggins, coming in, averaging 9.2 rebounds a game for them to lead the way, and also leads them in assists with about 4 per game and 2.5 blocks. So all over the score sheet leading the Wildcats this season. Yeah,
and another one, if you haven't seen her play, watch. I mean, she is a next-level top talent. And the way she passes, Nick, she finds people that I can't see open, and she'll find them. And she also does a great job, like you said, rebounding on the defense and blocks. But she can fill up the scoreboard as well. And put a lot of points on the board for Howard.
And again, about to get through starting lineups, but also for Howard, Latch-Huggins has had some help this season. Alea Wright, she leads the Wildcats in scoring, 17 a game, also 4 steals per game for Alea Wright. She's also having a great year. So they will be looking to meet up here with Braxton Young and the Hodgson Silver Eagles. Again, tip-off now just a few moments away. These teams had some common opponents, and they've all beat the same opponents. They've all beaten about 6 or 7 teams, and then they've all lost to the same team once, and that was St. Elizabeth. So both teams 7-1 on common opponents. That one loss also common coming to St. E's, and they are your number 1 overall seed for the state tournament.
Yeah, and the Hodgson had a lead in that game against St. E's. St. E's tied it up, before Mayo hit a long-distance three-point shot to beat them. But that was an incredible game, and this Hodgson team can play. They showed they can play with the top teams in the state of Delaware. Both these teams can.
Absolutely not. Both teams are getting through starting lineups here. You just got the Hodgson Silver Eagle lineup. Your Flight A champions, your Hodgson Silver Eagles, your starters, number 3, Kayla Braxton Young. Number 5, Erica Farrell. Number 10, Treasure Baskerville. Number 22, Rashay Jenkins. And number 24, Corinne Braxton Young. Now over to your Howard Wildcats starting lineups here. You're going to be looking at Nalea Wright, number 1.
Diane Smith and Gil Goldsboro. The concession stand is open for your convenience. Please make sure you put all trash.
Wait till we get through the national anthem. We'll take a short break for the national anthem here, and we'll come right back with first half action.
Stage. We are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part.
And, well, Jay, it turns out you only need one national anthem during the Blue Hen Championship Day, so we're going to ride that last one right into our girls' Blue Hen Championship game here for the state of Delaware. Again, teams now both taking the floor here. Your starters for both teams, both Braxton Young's in there for Hodgson.
Hey, this is going to be a real good one, so buckle up, everybody.
Absolutely, and now just a few seconds away from tip here, and we are underway. Blue Hen Conference Championship for the girls' side of things here. Jamel Hollis with a patch to Blatch Huggins to get it started early, can't get it to go. But they get the offensive rebound. Blatch Huggins' second chance shot just misses.
And this will be a fast-paced game.
Absolutely, so getting it started, here we go. Braxton Young got picked from behind. Nice move by Jamel Hollis. Goes around the back now, 2-on-1 the other way. The pass and then great defense down low. Erica Farrell with the block.
Wow, we've seen some defense to start this game. The steal on the one end and then the block on the other end. And we're ready for some defense.
We saw some great defense in the last matchup as well, though inbound to Blatch Huggins, and now it's Hollis up top for the Wildcats. Now it's Hollis going to try the pass down low. Like you said, she put in a vision there, but teammate wasn't ready for it, and Nalea Wright couldn't handle it.
And that's the thing with her. You, as a player, you have to be ready at all times because she can find, you anywhere. So just anticipate her throwing you the ball.
So it'll be a turnover. Hodgson, they get the ball now, and ball's in the hands of their primary handler and scorer, Kayla Braxton Young, like we said, coming in averaging 26.6 points per game. Something you don't see often, and quite a talent she is.
Yes, she is.
Nice little give and go here. That shot up too strong, rebound into the hands of Meacham. And now the other way, tries the deep pass over the top to Wright, but a little too strong there. Pass ball's incomplete, and the turnover.
Yeah, and this, from St. Mark's, this gym is very big.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to take these teams maybe a little bit to adjust to the settings, but they were both here last year.
And so were we for that game here to sell the Blue Hen Championship. I believe Howard won that game. Hodgson won the matchup earlier this season, 50-47, back in early December. Kayla Braxton Young around the screen, pull up, mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebound is hauled in by Hodgson. Second chance attempt won't go, but they get a third. That one won't go. Finally, Renasia Blatch Huggins gets the board.
Yeah, a couple offensive rebounds, but just could not finish it.
Trying to quickly get it down the other end, stolen right back by Hodgson. Baskerville there gets the steal. Now she hands off to Corinne Braxton Young. And now she's just going to go. Nobody stop ball. Her layup attempt is good.
And like you said, nobody stopped the ball. And she went coast to coast.
Here are your first points here of the Blue Hen Championship thing for the girls' side of things here. Get it started from Corinne Braxton Young. She gets the first two, and now the Hodgson doing it on the defensive end. There she is again, down on the floor. Baskerville comes up with the steal. Now it's Hodgson the other way. Braxton Young this time. Kayla, the layup won't go. Now the other way, it's Meacham. Hands off to Hollis, and now the Wildcats will reset up top. 5:30 to go here in the first quarter.
You won't need a shot clock in this game.
Kick it back up top to Hollis. Pump fake gets in the paint. Her jump shot won't go. Rebound falls to Baskerville. We have a tie-up now with Nalea Wright, and the arrow will send it back to the Silver Eagles. So 5:20 to play here, just 2 points so far in this one. The way of Corinne, Braxton Young, and Hodgson, they lead 2-0 early. And there you see Hollis picking up Braxton Young here as soon as she gets past half court. Still able to try to get into the paint, and then they'll get her for a travel. And last year, Jay, Howard did get the win here, and Braxton Young put up her point, struggled a little bit shooting the ball, maybe forced a couple shots. This year, she's now averaging 26.6 points a game. Obviously developed her game a little bit more this season.
Yes.
Have you seen anything more out of her this year?
She has, and she's been impressive to watch. Like I said, she does it all. But more importantly, she's the leader on the floor. Last year, they had Perkins Jackson who transferred out to California. So Braxton Young has to be more of a floor leader this year.
That three no good for Hollis. The second chance putback is good. There is Meacham for the putback.
A couple offensive boards this time for Howard, so both teams are crashing the offensive boards.
And Hollis right there to pick up Braxton Young at half court. Not trying to give her much space, if any at all. Deep three for her in the corner. Shot won't go, and now Meacham quickly up ahead. Now it's Nalea Wright. Her layup misses. Hollis is there for the rebound. Her putback won't go. Loose ball winds up in the hands of Zariah Jackson. He tries to clear it up top, and it's stolen. Braxton Young the other way, now one-on-one with Hollis. Her layup is good. Nice reverse layup from under the basket for Kayla Braxton Young. She picks up her first two of the evening.
We have a delay warning.
So 4-2 lead here, 2-point lead for Hodgson. As we're about 4 minutes into our first quarter.
Yeah, great pace, no fouls yet. Low scoring game.
And now Blatch Huggins will cross over, get in the paint. A little bit too high on that dribble, kicks it out to the corner. It's going to be an open Meacham three. Too strong, rebound bounces back to her. Now she'll hand it off to Hollis on the drive. She lost it. And now we have a loose ball. It's reeled in by Rashay Jenkins. And not sure what they called there. Either way, the ball will remain here with the Wildcats.
I thought it was a jump ball, but I am not 100% sure.
And there's Blatch Huggins on the drive. Baseline draws the contact in the foul, so she'll head to the charity stripe for a pair.
Yeah, that's one good thing she does. She can drive with the ball and draw the contact. Now she gets to get to the line for a pair.
And again, Renasia Blatch Huggins leading the team in rebounds and steals, and assists, excuse me, as well as blocks. And 1 of 2 from the free throw line, rebound to Corinne Braxton Young.
Hey, you can say Braxton Young. You don't say Braxton Young a lot today.
Yeah. Good ball movement here. This is a three. In and out for Corinne Braxton Young. Rebound to Howard. It was Zariah Jackson, and now quickly they push the pace. Tried to go around the back, and then the ball winds up in the hands of Jamel Hollis. But the foul looks like will be on Kayla Braxton Young on the loose ball foul.
Second team foul.
And again, we're seeing that energy that we saw in our men's game just a little while ago here.
Yeah, don't tell these kids this game means nothing. I mean, they're out here. It's the Henlope and Blue Hen title on the line.
And that floater in the paint won't go there for Blatch Huggins. Now a rebound for Hodgson, and then we'll have a foul, I believe, on Howard. I thought they called 21, but I don't see a 21.
I believe it's 40.
So it'll be, I believe, on Blatch Huggins, her first. So still 4-3. Corinne Braxton Young trapped up top, gets it over to her sister. And she tripped, and they'll get Nalea Wright with the foul. So you said no fouls a little while ago, Jay. We've had 4 in a row since then.
I was going to say, the jinx continues.
So they'll inbound here on the side of half court now into the hands of Corinne Braxton Young, who's just going to let this one fly. Kind of lost her dribble, just figured she had to either throw it up or get called for the walk. She does, and Braxton Young comes in strong defensively.
And if they get that, that's 2 on her.
And she lands a hand on the face of Zariah Jackson. So like you said, Jay, that's 2 personal fouls early here on Kayla Braxton Young. And that puts you, coach, in a tough spot here. Looks like they'll leave her out there. She's a smart player.
Yep.
And let it ride. Blatch Huggins right here out top of the key. They like to have the ball in her hands. She's going to pull a deep 3. In and out. Almost got that one to go. Rebound Braxton Young. And here she goes. If somebody doesn't stop ball, she'll get to the lane. That one a little too strong on that running floater. Stolen right back by Treasure Baskerville.
This has turned into a track meet. It seems like the lids are on the basket.
Teams are battling it out. .210 here to go in the first quarter. A 4-3 lead for Hodgson. And Hodgson will inbound now under the basket up top to Corinne Braxton Young. It's stolen, initially tipped by Hollis. And now she gets it back. 1-on-3 though. She drives into the paint. And that's a travel. Either way, it'll be a turnover. A good job there defensively by Erica Farrell, who was in good positioning for the charge. Either way, she walked.
I was going to say, if it wasn't the walk, it was definitely going to be a charge because she was in great position. And 1-on-3, you might want to think better and just bring it back out.
So now they'll inbound. Ball now in the hands of Corinne Braxton Young. She'll walk it up for the Silver Eagles. 4-3 lead, under 2 minutes ticking here in the first quarter. Nick Galsadrini alongside Jason Winchell for Blue Hen Championship action. Rashay Jenkins now kicks over to the corner. This is going to be a Treasure Baskerville 3, long off the back end of the rim. And quickly again the other way comes the Wildcats. Look up top, can't be reeled in, saved into the hands of Jackson. Blatch Huggins drives, right hand off the glass, too strong, into the hands of the Wildcats again. A 3 is good, knocked down, count it. Kanaya Meacham, couple second chance opportunities there.
Yeah, you take advantage of the offensive rebound and put it through.
That gives Howard a 3-point lead. Quickly the other way, it's stolen right back by Treasure Baskerville. She's had a couple steals here early.
Yeah, and the pace is so fast, it's causing some turnovers.
1:02 to play. 6-4 lead now for Howard. And like you said, this is a track meet. 2-on-2, pass down low. Meacham shot off the glass, won't go. Rebound hauled in by Wright, and her left-hand shot goes. No foul, but somehow got that put back.
That was an incredible putback. Like you said, it was a left-handed shot as she was falling to the ground. And Howard has the 4-point lead as we're down in the final 40 seconds.
Now Braxton Young draws the double team, kicks over to Farrell. One more, 2. Now it's going to be a Corinne Braxton Young 3. Knock it down, wide open, and she cans it.
And nicely done. That's how Hodgson likes to move the ball, and they capitalize there.
8-7 after back-to-back threes here, or excuse me, back-to-back buckets. Nalea Wright tried to get her with the hesitation. Too much hesitation. They get her, I believe, for the carry.
Yeah. I was just about to say, I don't think any team will be holding for a final shot.
There'll be 4 shots in the final 19 seconds here probably. We'll see. Still now a 1-point lead for Howard. 8-7. But the Braxton Youngs doing the scoring here for the Hodgson Silver Eagles, and there you get the call on the floor. Foul will go against Michaela Ellerby, her first.
Team's force is tactical foul delay game.
And there we just got word from the referees, a technical foul called on Kayla Braxton Young. You saw earlier, Jay, she was warned for the delay of game a few mintes ago, and then after the whistle a few seconds ago, they called a foul. She ended up shooting the ball after the whistle.
Yeah, well, let's see if they haven't put a player foul up there. But I believe it's not a. Yeah, it is. That's their third team foul. I mean, their third foul on Braxton Young. So
big.
that is huge.
And like we say, just to give you some clarification at home, she was warned for a delay of game early in this one after she made a layup. Kind of, I guess the ball rolled to the wall. They warned her for a delay of game, and then a few seconds ago, there was a foul on the floor, and she ended up shooting a deep three after the whistle.
Right, and she made the shot, but of course it was clearly way after the whistle, and the ref thought it was enough for the delay game, and I think that is the correct call.
And then if you heard referee, she said she tried to talk to her about it after, it was waved away. So that was the reason for the technical being called. There you have it, 10-7 now lead for Howard after the 2 free throws.
And that will do it here for the first quarter. We will take a break and come back for the second half. Second quarter of this one.
I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
As a military.
And welcome back inside St. Mark's Gymnasium here live in Wilmington, Delaware. 302 Sports on hand for your girls' Blue Hen Championship game. Nick Allison-Drini, Jason Winchell, Pops, and Nick Hall all here for this one. And very eventful here early. Just a 10-7 lead for Howard over Hodgson at the first. A rematch of an early December game that Hodgson won 50-47. And some fouls and stuff going down. We just got a technical foul here in the first half. But a big storyline early, Jay, is Kayla Braxton Young, 3 fouls in that first quarter.
Yeah, and the big one was that technical foul, because that not only did it give Howard 2 shots there, but it was also gave her third foul with a whole 3 quarters left to play. You know, it's interesting decision for the coach here. And she's going back on the floor, so now she's going to have to be careful.
And would you say that this being just the Blue Hen Championship, did you think that maybe if this was a state tournament, you might see something a little bit different, or do you think just because it's the Blue Hen Championship, maybe coach is going to let her play out, see what she can do? That 3-4 won't go.
Yeah, and it could be a precursor. Hey, let's see if you do get in 3 fouls, if she can play without picking up the 4th one.
Pass over to the corner. That's going to be a nice 3 and knocks it down. Big shot there, Jamil Hollis showing up for Howard.
Yeah, that's big. If Howard can knock down those 3s, they're a dangerous team.
Braxton Young wants this one from the parking lot, in and out, almost went. Back into the hands of Hollis, and now Howard quickly the other way, splits the defenders. Nice bounce pass down low. It's going to be put and counted. What a series of events. Janelle Washington with the foul.
And you can see Howard's playing their game. They love to go on transition.
Yes.
There they go on transition. They get the basket and the chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Great pass there from Hollis to Washington on the block, and a good job from Washington to gather that pass and finish with the contact. A chance for the 3-point play, though. Unsuccessful there, misses the free throw, but 15-7 lead.
Good job by Howard getting back on defense there.
So now it's Braxton Young crossover. Puts up the right-handed floater. Definitely was fouled on that one, and they'll call it. And now she'll head to the line.
Yeah, that's big, like you said.
And again, both teams with very good seasons. Both teams finishing the regular season 14-6. And it'll be Kayla Braxton Young knocking down the first free throw.
Yeah, and let's see if that gets her going offensively. Chance, man, you can see that ball go through the basket.
And misses the second, but what a rebound there for the Silver Eagles, and then good defense by the Wildcats, but a big-time board there for Alyssa Waters. But the Wildcats able to get it back here, pass back up top. Now it's Blatch Huggins on the wing. One-hand pass down low is saved or not. A little bit too much mustard on that one for Hollis to handle.
Yeah, and like you said, we saw that in the other game with Bose, and now we see it with her.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very good comparison. So now under 7 minutes to go here in the first half. 15-8 lead for Howard. Trying to avenge that loss from early December. Braxton Young now trapped in the corner. Kicks it back up to Baskerville, and now it's Corinne Braxton Young, top of the key. Back over to Treasure in the corner. She'll drive baseline, floater up, no good off the side of the backboard. Now it's Hollis quickly the other way. Ball's loose. Regathered by Hodgson. Tried to get poked out from behind, but Hollis will be called for the reach-in.
Now, like we said, the foul's starting to pile up. That's the 6th team foul. Hodgson will be shooting free throws the rest of this half.
So something to watch out for. And again, another reminder, Caleb Braxton Young battling for 3 fouls here in the first half. She picked them up all 3 in the first quarter. So now she'll bounce pass over to her sister. Here's Corinne Braxton Young. That shot won't go. Rebound hauled in by Blatch Huggins. And like you said, Jay, right to the races they go. Nice crossover there. And then a beautiful pass, but what defense coming in on that block, I believe, again, was Erica Farrell.
Yeah, like we said, man, there's no hesitation at Howard. They get the ball, they're coming right up the court.
And great in the open court. You saw Blatch Huggins with a very nice dribble move in the open court. That time, though, another ill-advised pass as that one soars into the stands. So back to the Silver Eagles, the ball goes. Still 15-8 here. Braxton Young's got 3. Corinne Braxton Young has 5 for Hodgson. The Braxton Youngs with all 8 points for the Silver Eagles. Tried the give and go. Good defense by Howard. Quickly the other way, it's Hollis. Watch out for Farrell, but a good job by Hollis to let Farrell go by while in the air and able to finish.
Yeah, Howard's defense has turned into offense there, and they grabbed a 9-point lead here. They've looked really good in this one on the defense end.
Absolutely. Braxton Young with the kick. It's going to be a Treasure Baskerville 3. Too long. Rebound hauled in by Hodgson. Second chance opportunity. Braxton Young, her deep 3. Top of the key. Nothing but net. Cashes in on that one. Can't give her that.
No. And like you said earlier, she shot that one from the parking lot again. She has range. It makes her even extremely dangerous to guard.
Unlimited range, some would say. That ball, good movement here for the Wildcats. Hollis puts it on the floor. Her layup won't go. Gets her own rebound, and then we're going to have an over-the-back foul, I believe, on Farrell under the basket. And no, it'll go against Treasure Baskerville. So we'll have a timeout on the floor. Timeout, Howard will stay right here. 17-11 lead in this one for Howard and Jay. They've come out of the gates looking pretty hot on all aspects. Blatch Huggins, though, still only 1 point, but the team, obviously, she's helping out in other ways.
And I know Mike said on the Bracket Reveal show yesterday that Howard is a dangerous team with a lot of weapons, and you're seeing it here as they've all contributed to this fast start. But it's really been on the defensive end. They've held Hodgson's offense in check through this first half so far. But Braxton Young just hit that deep 3-pointer. Let's see if that gives Hodgson some momentum.
And Howard, again, they've been picking up Braxton Young. Kayla, when she gets past half court, immediately playing some tough physical defense. Again, though, Kayla Braxton Young knocking down the 3 on the previous possession. So now just a 6-point lead for the Wildcats. Here they'll inbound. They get it into Hollis. And she's going to try a mid-range jumper. Shot no good. Braxton Young now kicks to the corner. Treasure Baskerville wants another 3, and this time she knocks it down.
And just like that, back-to-back threes, and a 9-point lead is down to 3.
17-14, you said it. Almost the deficit erased. Now just a 1-possession game here. Blatch Huggins now gets in the high post. We'll see what she can do. Crosses over, almost lost it. And then a couple of reach-in foul will be called on Treasure Baskerville.
And I believe if that's on her, that's 3 on her. And so they have 17 fouls, 3 on her, and 3 on Braxton Young, so
free throws for Blatch Huggins and knocks down the first.
There's some smart coaching, knowing that you don't want the foul on the over the back to have one-on-one. Pull your people from the free throw line.
And that free throw, though, no good for. So 1 of 2 from the line for Blatch Huggins. A 4-point lead now for the Wildcats. 4:21 to play in the first half here of your Blue Hen Championship game. Dribble handoff from Corinne to Kayla. She's got space. He's going to launch another 3. This one, nothing but net once again. Back-to-back triples that didn't hit rim for Kayla Braxton.
Yeah, now I'd say she's on now. Oh, man. Get a fire extinguisher because, like you said, both of them did not touch the rim.
Now just a 1-point lead for Howard. Hodgson had stormed back very quickly in the second quarter here.
A 9-1 run.
Her mid-range jumper won't go. Still struggling to score the ball as Blatch Huggins. Just 1 point in this one so far. And now the other way is Hodgson. Kayla Braxton Young spins away from a defender. Scoop layup won't go. Rebound to Renasia Blatch Huggins. But then a tie-up, so we'll have a jump ball here. And possession will head to the Wildcats. Hollis quickly up to Blatch Huggins. Now 3:35 to play. Malaya Wright gets in the paint. Left-hand layup won't fall. Almost got it to go. And then Braxton Young was fading out of bounds. Had to throw it off of Wright. Does so successfully. So Silver Eagles will retain possession. So now 3:23 to go, 18-17 is still just a 1-point lead. Howard has led pretty much throughout this first half, but it's been pretty close as Hodgson has narrowed that deficit. Good defense there by Hollis. Here's the drive. Layup is good. Move there by Denia Reed. The check-in for Treasure Baskerville, and she quickly gets in the score sheet.
Yeah, nicely done. Wow. Good finish. And all of a sudden, a 10-1, 11-1 run by Hodgson gives them the lead.
Shot won't fall, and here come the Silver Eagles quickly, not waiting for any time here in transition. And then they're going to get Malaya Wright with a foul of her own there. So Hodgson, they regain the lead 19-18, or excuse me, take the lead 19-18, 2:49 to go in the first half. And now the Silver Eagles, more free throws coming for them. Will be Denia Reed. And the first one is good. Able to bank it in.
You see how quickly a game like this, the momentum can change.
Yes.
It seemed like that one deep three for Braxton Young just ignited the rest of her team.
So 1 of 2 from the line for Denia Reed. Gives Hodgson now a 2-point lead. Wright gets in the paint, left-hand layup won't go. Tried to float it off the glass. A little too strong. Hodgson with the rebound, and now Braxton Young has it. Not going to waste any time. Quick pull-up 3. Falls off the right side of the rim, and now a second chance opportunity for Hodgson is going to be thrown into the backcourt, but no, saved by Corinne Braxton Young. And then another foul here in the backcourt of Howard. It'll be on Jamel Hollis.
Yep.
So Braxton Young, one is trying to get the turkey of 3-pointers there.
Yep.
Looking for a third in a row. Quick pull up from the left wing. Couldn't get it to fall, but the offensive rebound has earned Hodgson a chance here for second opportunity points. As Corinne Braxton Young will head back to the free throw line. She's got 5 so far in this one. And that one long off the back of the rim. And again, here we go. The track meet begins quickly the other way. But Hollis here will pull back a little bit, and now they'll reset up top. Good ball movement. Hollis in the paint. Floater with the right hand is good.
That was nicely done, like you said. She got in the paint and the good floater.
All tied back up at 20. Braxton Young crossover. Floater with the right hand. Her time. Won't go. Rebound. Won't go again. Got her own rebound, but her second floater won't fall. She hasn't come out yet, but maybe you're seeing a little stamina effector here this one. Blatch Huggins draws some contact on Farrell down low. She doesn't like it, and we'll have a foul.
We 1-1.
So the 8th team foul on Hodgson. And now some subs coming in for the Silver Eagles. And the free throw no good, but offensive rebound. Great job down low. Can't tell who it is from here. I believe it's Raya Jackson. But now Hodgson the other way. Braxton Young's got space. She wants another three. Left wing, bang.
Wow.
Kayla Braxton Young.
She got the ball at 2-point range. Step back, three-pointer, and the end. Nothing but nylon. Wow.
Might as well give me an extra point, she was thinking there, if she's going to shoot it from that deep. Got another three, her 3rd triple of the first half. She's got 12. Blatch Huggins to answer off the front rim. And now it's Nia Reed going to take it and go. 2-on-2 the other way for the Silver Eagles. What a block by Blatch Huggins there in transition.
Yeah, she said, you're not going up on me. Get that stuff out of here.
With the left hand, emphatic block.
That went through that door out there and exited the building stage left after that block.
You have to get a new ball out here. 23-20, 3-point lead now for Hodgson. As they've taken the lead in the second quarter here. And now a chance to extend that lead with 1:06 to play in the first half. They get it up top to Braxton Young.
You better guard her out there.
Oh, man, she's got space. Another deep three. This one, though, didn't hit anything. She's used to hitting no rim, just net. That time, nothing, though. So out of bounds ball to Howard. But you don't blame her when you're that hot. Might as well take a shot. 57 seconds now for Howard.
Absolutely.
So it's been a great first half, back and forth, 23-20 lead, 1 possession lead for Hodgson. A chance to dive into that or tie this game for Howard. Blatch Huggins, pump fake up top, gets some space, right hand layup won't go. Gets her second chance rebound, up with the left hand, this time it goes.
Persistence pays off there for her. She gets her own rebound and puts it in. Cuts this lead to 1.
And they quickly get it into the hands of Kayla Braxton Young. That's where they want it. Nice crossover. Floater in the paint, got it.
Is that a crossover or what? Wow. Unbelievable.
25-22 now, under 20 seconds for Howard to work with. In the first half, kicks it back out to Blatch Huggins. She wants to answer. Another three, won't fall. Rebound into the hands of Hodgson and Alyssa Waters. 6 seconds for Braxton Young. Crosses over, gets by defender. Going to get to the paint. Floater as the buzzer, no good. Second chance shot, got it!
Count it.
Kayla Braxton Young.
She took over that quarter, didn't she, Nick? Wow. Unbelievable.
Can say that again.
And she played the whole quarter without picking up her 4th foul. That's special.
And we said that she picked up her 3rd foul late in that first quarter. We wondered if that would have some type of influence on the coach's decision whether to let her go out. She played the rest of the second quarter, did not pick up a 4th foul, and ended up scoring 16 points in that first half when you saw her put on a display there in the second quarter.
Unbelievable. And it all started with that one 3-pointer to get her going.
So we're going to take a short break here at the half. When we come back, we'll have first half stats and second half action live on 302 Sports Hodgson. They lead the first half here at the Blue Hen Championship over Howard, 27-22.
One focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique image, you envision, we create. Unique image, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
The Culinary Coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Soto Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Soto Concepts on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Dover Federal Family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal Family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal.
And welcome back inside 302 Sports. Nick Alcedrini alongside my partner Jason Winchell. Nick Hall is up there on the camera work. Pops is here behind us as well. We're all on tap here at St. Mark's High School for the Blue Hen Girls Championship here in the state of Delaware between Howard Wildcats and the Hodgson Silver Eagles. And Jay, a great first half. Both teams on the floor getting ready for second half action. Back and forth first half. Howard led most of the way, and then Hodgson a big run in the second quarter. And now Hodgson leads by 5, 27-22.
Yeah, it was a tale of two halves. The first quarter and most of the second quarter was going Howard's way. And then Braxton Young had started heating up, and they closed the quarter on a 15-5 run to grab the 27-22 lead.
And Caleb Braxton Young, you mentioned it, Jay, putting on a clinic in that second quarter. I believe had about 3 or 4 triples, a couple easy 2-point buckets as well in there, and she really let him have it. 2 points, I believe, in the first quarter, 14 in that second quarter. She was pulling up from the parking lot and hitting nothing but net.
Oh, yeah, she showed the range, and then there at the end of the half, she shot one, like you said, and had the presence of mind to know that there was still more time left to grab the offensive rebound and put it back in for a key bucket, to extend that lead to 5 before halftime.
And then Howard side of things, we look over to the Howard stats. Jamel Hollis, 7 points for them. She led the way. Blatch Huggins had 4, Meacham 5, and Alea Wright with 4. Janelle Washington had a bucket herself. That gives her 2. And then over to Hodgson again. Braxton Young, like we talked about, led the way, 16 for her. Treasure Baskerville has 3. She knocked down a triple in that right corner. And then Corinne Braxton Young with 5. And then Dania Reed, who checked in late in that second quarter, had a bucket and a free throw. So she has 3 points. And that's your Hodgson scoring.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Nick, the teams are out here. We're just waiting for the referees.
Yeah. That's a good point. I do not see.
Maybe they went in and decided to watch the Sixers game.
I don't know if that'd be worth watching at this point, Jay. We both just checked the score. They're down big to Portland at home. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, no Joel Embiid. But we're more focused on the Blue Hen Championship here right now. Hodgson and Howard set to take the floor for second half action. But you're right, Jay. We're looking around.
Pops, you want to go ref?
Yeah, I think he may head out there.
Here they come.
And here we go. They were just waiting for the buzzer, that's all.
Absolutely.
Just wanted to be prompt. 27-22, 5-point lead for Hodgson as we come out of the locker room here. Live from St. Mark's High School. Again, a fantastic boys game to get today started between AI and St. George's. A very narrow St. George's victory, 44-40 over a back-and-forth game with AI. Congratulations to St. George's, your Blue Hen Conference boys champions. And now just 2 quarters away from crowning our girls Blue Hen champions here between Hodgson and Howard. First pass sails into the hands of Corinne Braxton Young, and she hands off to Kayla. Almost was a turnover quickly there.
Yeah, it was a dangerous pass.
And Caleb Braxton Young almost getting immediately back to work with that layup. Won't go. And now Howard with the rebound. Blatch Huggins left-hand, one-hand pass. That one another ill-advised pass there from Blatch Huggins, and now they're both one-on-one. Braxton Young got away with the travel there, but gives her 2.
Yeah, she did, but take it any way you could get it.
29-22. 7:29 to play in the third quarter. And I was kind of saying that as the ref walked by, too.
Yep.
7:21 to go. 29-22. There's a perfect pass there by Blatch Huggins. Deflected, winds up into the hands of Kaya Dale. Now we have a whistle.
I believe it was just out of bounds, but again, the ball traveled a long distance down it and chase it down.
That here in the corner, right corner, not our best view. They'll inbound to Hollis. Hollis back up top to Huggins. Blatch Huggins going to try a scoop shot from the foul line. Wouldn't fall.
Yeah, she thought there was contact.
Yeah.
Figured she would throw it up in case there was a foul call. The problem was there wasn't a foul call.
And now another whistle. Looks like it'll be a Howard inbound here. So now Hollis lofts it over to the quarter. Soraya Jackson. Bounce pass. Nice pass there. Wright can't get the layup to go. And now Hodgson.
This game really turned tides, you know.
Treasure Baskerville jump shot from the mid-range on the left side. Won't head there. Now the other way come the Howard Wildcats. Hollis up with the right hand layup, gets it to go.
That's a much-needed basket for Howard. They've been struggling on the offensive end.
That gives Hollis 9. She leads the way for the Wildcats in this one, and now the lead cut to 5 with 6:27 to go here in the third quarter. Braxton Young pull up 3, got it, nothing but net.
Wow.
She is feeling it here today.
Yes, she is. I told you, she's fun to watch, isn't she, Nick?
Yes, she is, and these aren't just going in either. These are nice, clean buckets from outside for Caleb Braxton Young. Now 6:05 to go, 8-point lead for Hodgson. Blatch Huggins trying to draw some more contact, won't get the foul call. But it'll stay here down this end of the floor. Again, Howard in the white and blue going left to right. Hodgson in your silver and maroon heading right to left as you see it. And now to inbound, they get it to Blatch Huggins, who tries to cement herself. Some positioning down low in the post, but great defense again by Hodgson. And now they'll force another inbound. They still get it into Blatch Huggins on the block. She tries to split 2 defenders, and this time she'll get the foul call down low.
Yep.
It'll go against Rashay Jenkins.
Her team's first here in the second half.
So that'll send Renee Blatch Huggins to the free throw line. She's got 4 so far in this one, and again, struggling from the free throw line as well.
Yeah, normally she's a very good foul shooter, so she's struggling a little bit here.
As Hodgson, at the blink of an eye, has opened up an 8-point lead. Cut that down to 7 thanks to the Blatch Huggins free throw. Nice move by Braxton Young. Again, just so quick down the other end of the floor. Second chance is good for Erica Farrell.
That's a good job of Hodgson crashing the boards, but all set up by Braxton Young getting to the basket.
Great vision there by Hollis to get it down low to Kaya Dale, who draws the contact, couldn't get the bucket to fall, but now she'll head to the free throw line for a pair here. And then a timeout, Hodgson.
Yeah. Like you said, 9-point lead, but I think he was a little upset that the pass was down there quickly. And probably wants to let his team know that with Howard, you have to be ready at all times because they're fast and they'll move the ball up and down quickly. But what a unbelievable! It was 17-8, Hodgson. Howard.
Yeah.
And since then, it's been all Hodgson.
It has been, like we said earlier, the blink of an eye, but both teams, and Howard was their most successful early in this game when they had the ball in transition. They would get the rebounds, the loose balls, and quickly go down the other end, and that's where they scored most of their points, not in the half court, which is what they've been tasked with doing as of late. We'll see how they can respond there. Hodgson now has opened up a 9-point lead, like we said, but more free throws coming now for the Wildcats. The way of Kaya Dale, who was able to get that pass down low and get fouled. And again, another missed free throw, though, for Howard.
Yeah, that's the one thing when you're down 9 points and you get an opportunity to get to the line with the clock stopped. There's a chance to cut into the lead. Unfortunately, she misses the first, but she's got one more.
And the second is short, but a chance for a second chance opportunity, and she does rebound to Howard. Blatch Huggins gets in the paint. Floater is blocked down low by Jenkins. Good defense by Hodgson, but it's thrown right back into the hands of Howard. But then Erica Farrell comes up with a steal. Quickly up ahead to Braxton Young, one-on-one with Nalea Wright. Spin move, fadeaway there, couldn't fall. So a tough shot there for Caleb Braxton Young. Tried the little Kobe turnaround fadeaway from the mid-range. Didn't fall, and now a foul on the floor, I believe, will go against Howard.
I believe it's a jump ball.
Was it? I might be 0 for 3 on those calls today, Jay. I'm off my game for those.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it is. Either way, ball back to Howard. 5:15 to play in the third quarter. Still a 9-point lead for Hodgson in the Blue Hen Championship here at St. Mark's High School. Nalea Wright dribbles, gets to the baseline. Floater just misses. And the rebound hauled in by Corinne Braxton Young. She's trapped under the basket, and then they'll get the reach, I believe, on either Renesia.
Yeah, so she gets bailed out.
Right.
That was going to be close to a 10-second violation.
And it will be Renesia Blatch Huggins picking up the foul.
Her second. only the team's first.
And again, now we're almost halfway through this third quarter. Kayla Braxton Young still not having picked up that fourth foul. Big if you're Hodgson.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we thought it was a dangerous move leaving her in, but she played smart and didn't let her affect her offense again, that's for sure.
And Braxton Young somehow has open space again on the left wing as Howard went for the steal. And she's open again in the corner if they want to get it to her. And luckily there, Howard was there with the defense. And then that laser is intercepted by Treasure. Somehow reeled back in by Nalea Wright and in for two.
Yeah, obviously done by her to get the steal and then the basket.
Hodgson, they wanted a foul there on the contact. Won't get it. Corinne Braxton Young with her scoop draws the contact on Zariah Jackson. She'll head to the free throw line. And there you hear the explanation from the referee. Both going for the ball, the reason for the no foul call down the other end. So now Kayla Braxton Young to inbound, gets it into Erica Farrell, 4:13 to play. Kayla Braxton Young came off that screen, had some space, a little late on the pass from Corinne, so now they'll move it around. Treasure Baskerville wants a three, long off the back rim. And now into the hands of Nalea Wright.
Yeah, good luck. The time the shot just didn't fall.
Wright kick to the corner. Zariah Jackson for three, got it.
There we go. Now it's Howard's turn to make a little run here. They cut it back down to 4.
Just a 4-point game, big-time three. Now Braxton Young on the drive on Blatch Huggins, and that could be Renasia Blatch Huggins' third foul. Yep. And I believe it will.
So now you got her and Braxton Young with 3 fouls each.
So now the Silver Eagles, they'll inbound up by 4. 3:43 still to go here in the third quarter. They're working around. Corinne Braxton Young was open, but they get it to Kayla on the screen in the corner. No good. And then they're going to get Renasia with her 4th foul on the loose ball. She seemed to rip Erica Farrell to the ground. So that's her 4th personal.
Big call. That picked up 3 here quickly in a span of less than a minute.
And if you're Blatch Huggins, that was, I mean, you got to make it at least tough on the referees. That one was a little blatant for me. They got to call that one.
Yeah, like you said, that was an easy one to call.
Blatch Huggins not the smartest foul there, but Howard trying to lock it up defensively here. Corinne Braxton Young, mid-range jump shot, and count it with the contact from behind.
And now all of a sudden the fouls are piling up on Howard's side. And the bank was open on a Saturday.
Better get there before it closes. She did, knocks it down, and the foul. 3:32 to go in the third, 36-30, the chance to open this lead back up to 7. And does so. Nothing but net on the free throw. 37-30. Hodgson puts that lead right back up. They answer the 3 from Zariah Jackson with a 3-point play of their own.
Yeah, the old-fashioned 3-point play.
So now here's Hollis the drive. Takes some contact down low. A little late on the help defense there. Good call by the referee. Erica Farrell, she'll get the foul.
Yep, and like you said, just a tad late and a correct call by the official.
Now, I'll be shocked if they don't call this a shooting foul.
I'm shocked. Wow.
Very interesting there. Not a shooting foul. Hollis will pull it down. That ball now stolen by Kayla Braxton Young.
They must have said it was before the shot.
You know, watch her pull up here. Fakes the pull-up jumper. Gets to the paint. Scoop with the right hand and good.
Wow.
What a move.
That was special, wasn't it? Oh, what a great move.
And timeout on the floor. Kayla Braxton Young and Corinne Braxton Young get it going here for Hodgson in the third. The lead's at 9.
Yeah, and after it got cut down, a 6-0, 5-0 run here by Hodgson gets it back up to a 9-point lead.
And you can look back now to Blatch Huggins picked up her 4th foul. As soon as she came off the floor, even if she's not scoring in bunches, you see her on the defensive end and assisting and rebounding for her team. They lose her defensively. In comes Hodgson. They open up 5 straight points.
Yeah, exactly like you said. I mean, she is huge for that team. And for her not to be on the floor after picking up those 3 quick fouls really hurts this Howard team, and Hodgson's capitalizing on.
3:05 still to go in the third. 39-30, I believe the largest lead for Hodgson. Until this point, and still a lot of basketball left in this one. But again, if you're just now joining us, Kayla Braxton Young, 3 fouls in the first quarter, has not picked up one since. Blatch Huggins just picked up 3 fouls in the third quarter, and now she has four total.
Yep.
So something to pay attention to moving forward.
And what I liked about Braxton Young is even though the fouls were going against her and she got called for the technical, she has not let it affect her offensive. And she really picked it. And she was, even though she had 3 fouls, she wasn't hesitant. She just did it smartly.
And like you said, I don't know if it not only did it not halt her at all, maybe it gave her a boost because she started hitting immediately after that technical. Yep. And now Hodgson up 9. Howard trying to dive into that deficit with 3 minutes to go in the third without Blatch Huggins on the floor. Jackson moves it around. Marsha Harden checking in now for Howard. She tries to loft it into the corner to Hollis. It is reeled in by Hollis. Mid-range jump shot. Nobody stepped out on her over there, and she knocks it down.
See, that gets Howard going here.
But again, if you look up, it looks like Hodgson's already down this end of the floor before Howard even realizes what's going on, and there's Rashay Jenkins.
And that's how you beat the press. That was nicely done. And Hodgson has really put it on the offensive end here in the third quarter.
Picking up the speed there. Howard couldn't even get back on defense in time to stop that bucket. 41-32 as we hit the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. From St. Mark's for your Blue Hen Championship game for the girls here in the state of Delaware. The tournament starting this week. Hollis gets past Braxton Young, but they're going to get Kayla Braxton Young for the reach-in. That'll be her 4th foul.
Wow, so now let's see what – now this is an interesting coach decision here for Coach Jones.
Very interesting. And it looks like they're going to leave her out there, let her play it out. Hollis, the drive. Floater, right hand, too strong into the hands of Farrell. And Hodgson gets the rebound, and here they go. And you saw Kayla Braxton Young kind of let off the defensive side there. She knows how many fouls she has.
Yeah, and that's why if I'm Howard, that's who I'm attacking because she is going to have to back off a little bit.
Gets in the paint, draws the contact, and will get 2 more at the free throw line for Kayla Braxton Young. And another just a point here to talk about is we know how aggressive she is with the ball in her hands. With 4 fouls, she's going to have to watch also on the offensive side. She does like to put her shoulder down, get in the paint as well. As crafty as she is, sometimes it's unavoidable getting that offensive foul every now and then. So 1:29 to play. Braxton Young at the free throw line knocks down the first. So now this lead, the largest of the afternoon, double digits. It stands at 10 right now for Hodgson. And a chance to make it 11. Kayla Braxton Young still sitting at the free throw line. And it's up off the front end of the rim, but the offensive rebound. But Rashay Jenkins traveled under the basket there, so ball will go back to Howard. So 1 of 2 from the line that time for Kayla Braxton Young.
I think it's a smart decision to get Braxton Young on the bench here. Like you said, with the 4 fouls, just let her sit for a little bit.
I mean, a great job not only by her, but also the coaching staff there, letting her play out these last couple quarters with 3 fouls and how effective she was without picking up that 4th until now. A good spin move down low. Won't fall for Wright. And Howard struggling to hit some field goals here in the third. And then they're going to get Wright, I believe, with the body.
And I believe they'll be shooting free throws. 1-on-1.
So 1-and-1, I believe, coming up for Hodgson as they already opened up the 10-point lead. So now things really look in the way of Hodgson here in this third quarter. Free throw, no good. Rebound to Nalea Wright, and this time she's on the receiving end of a foul call.
Just a 15 foul, so non-shooting yet.
So now Doje, a 10-point lead. And then Renasia Blatch Huggins with 4 fouls on the bench for Howard. We'll see what they're made of here, and it's stolen right away by Corinne Braxton Young, who was kind of trailing a little bit there talking to coach, and then as soon as she got up there, comes up with the steal. Treasure Baskerville on the drive, left hand, too strong. Rebound is hauled in by Jenkins, and she'll get fouled from behind on Kaya Dale, or by Kaya Dale, excuse me.
Yep.
Should have more free throws coming up for the Lady Silver Eagles.
Fouls are piling up in this game.
And it all started, Jay, after you said no fouls through the first 5 minutes of the first quarter.
I think the referees were listening to it.
They were like, what, is that true? And they turned it right around. The first free throw for Jenkins, a little too strong. And again, thanks for joining us here on 302 Sports. Nick Allison, Jr., Jason Winchell, Nick Hall, and Pops all here for your Blue Hen Championship games today at St. Mark's High School. As we get ready to roll right into the state tournament next week. And Jay, finally time for you to come out of that bunker, that bracketology bunker you've been in for the last month or so. As the second free throw is good for Jenkins.
And Nick, I woke up 8 o'clock yesterday morning putting together some final numbers before the bracket reveal show. I could sleep in.
And then was there anything about the bracket reveal or with the DIA selection process that caught you off guard? Was there anything in the women's bracket that you didn't see happening that did? Is that three is no good?
The surprise to me was Tatnall. I did not have them in. But that's what happens when you play in that strong independent conference. They picked up a lot of bonus points. And then when they got the tiebreakers, they were able to get in. Them, Tower Hill, Friends.
Tower Hill, yep. We saw Tower Hill get in.
So Independent have 5 of the 6 teams get in, with only St. Andrews, who finished 11-9, not.
And Aaliyah Wright gets called for the foul on the floor here at the body check at half court, and she once again not happy with a similar call to what they made on her a few moments ago.
That's 4 on her now.
And coach also not happy. That whole bench and there on the Howard side.
9 team fouls in the third quarter alone for Howard.
Wow. And again, you can kind of see where they're coming from a little bit here, some of these fouls, but they've been calling them both ways.
Absolutely. It's been a well-officiated game.
And now ball in the hands of Farrell. Second chance opportunity. Hodgson been killing her on the boards ever since Blatch Huggins had to exit the game. And then a timeout Hodgson after another offensive rebound. So Hodgson, they're up 43-32. Largest lead of the game at 11, 6.8 seconds to go in the third, and they have possession. And Jay, it all started once Blatch Huggins picked up her 4th personal.
Yeah, they had cut it to 34-30. And, since that time, it's been all Hodgson, with Howard only scoring 1 bucket. And Hodgson extended their lead down to 11 with 6.8 seconds to go. And it's been ever since that technical foul, the momentum has swung big time in Hodgson's favor. So sometimes the technical foul can fire up your own team.
Absolutely, and Caleb Braxton-Young continuing her great day. Jay, we came in saying she averages about 26.5 per game.
Yep.
Right now she's at 24 3/4 in, so a chance for her to well exceed. As that three in the corner for Reed won't fall. Another opportunity. Treasure Baskerville wants a 3, and that'll do it at the buzzer. So after 3, Jay, Hodgson, another big third quarter. They extend their lead to 43-32. When we come back, fourth quarter action live from St. Mark's High School.
Military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check it.
And welcome back inside 302 Sports live from St. Mark's High School. Nick Allison-Drini, Jason Winchell, Nick Hall, and Pops on hand for the Blue Hen Championship game here. Our second and final game. The boys game got us started here. St. George's, congratulations to them. They took down AI, and now the girls right now between Hodgson and Howard in it was a great first half of the third quarter. Went the way of Hodgson. They now lead by 11.
Yes. A tale of two completely different games. First quarter and a half, all Howard. Second quarter and a half, all Hodgson.
And now this lead, again, the largest of the afternoon for Hodgson. And now 1 point, if you're Howard, when do you bring Renasia Blatch-Huggins back in the game?
Yeah, she's still out, but in for Hodgson is Braxton Young, so she has to watch it.
And a nice drive there by, I believe, Jamel Hollis. So now she'll earn some more free throw attempts. She leads Howard in scoring today. She's got 11.
Yeah, she's been really big, especially in the first half for Howard.
So you're Howard, you're down 11 fourth quarter. This is the way you want to do it. But, Jay, the struggles continue from the free throw line. They've been very poor today at the charity stripe.
Yeah, it's something as you get ready for your first round game on Wednesday that Howard will want to approve.
And that free throw also won't fall for Hollis. So 0-2 from the line. And what do you know? Caleb Braxton Young shoots down the other end for Hodgson. Takes the contact, shot won't go. Saved by Howard, and now quickly Hollis is down the other end, 2-on-2. Splits the defender there, but they're going to get the charge call on Corinne Braxton Young. Good job by Hodgson.
Yes.
But a tough call there to make, could have gone either way.
Yeah.
And you hear the Howard faithful here not happy
with that call, but
it looked like she evaded her a little bit. But again, a tough spot for us to see from where we are. Either way, it'll be Hodgson, Silver Eagle ball. Now Kayla launches it to Corinne, and then Renesh Jenkins won't get her shot to go, but a good offensive look there for Hodgson.
Yeah.
And it is picked up quickly here. 43-32, nice crossover by Hollis. Her mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound Jenkins. And the struggles continue, shooting from the floor for Howard. And now it's Braxton Young. Pass down low. Jenkins. Shot blocked by Kaya Dale. Shooting up ahead. They get it to her. Janelle Washington for the layup. Gets it to go. 2 for her. Timeout, Howard.
That's nicely done. And that's how you get it. And now I think they're going to bring Blatch-Huggins back in here with 6:28 to go. You're down 9. I think this is the time you'd have to bring her back in because you're starting to run out of time with 6:28 left here in the game.
And Hodgson, they have decided to leave Braxton Young out pretty much the entire time with her 4 fouls. So different philosophies coming for these two teams in this one. 43-34, like you said, Jay, 6:28 to play. The lead back to single digits. We're most likely going to see Renasia Blatch-Huggins check back in. We'll see if that ignites Howard here for these final.
Yeah, and I think Howard's going to pick up the press on the defensive end. The thing that you have to watch is they already have 10 team fouls, so Hodgson was shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. And sometimes when you press, you're more optimal to pick up the foul calls.
Definitely, and now we'll see how it plays out here. 6:28, Hodgson will inbound up by 9. And like you said, Jay, a little pressure coming the way of Howard. Blatch-Huggins back in the game. And Braxton Young, a hard person to trap because she has such a great handle on the ball.
She stepped out of bounds.
She did, I was going to say, she did indeed step out of bounds on that one. That one was right in front of us.
Yep.
So ball back to Howard. So Blatch-Huggins enters the game, and they get a turnover immediately.
Yes.
43-34. And then it looks like we're going to have a trip here. And that might be Kayla Braxton Young's 5th foul, Jay. That would be it. Or no, I believe it wasn't her. It was Erica Fair. I was going to say, that's right.
But
Braxton
I think
Young
that's
might be on
her.
The bench, right?
But that's her 5th.
Oh, it is her 5th as well.
So you were right. That it was someone's 5th foul.
And she's been great on the boards tonight for Hodgson, giving them a lot of second chance opportunities. But she'll have to head to the bench. And in comes in Alyssa Waters. She'll check in, and now Nalea Wright at the free throw line. The 1-and-1. First shot won't go. Rebound to Treasure Baskerville and Hodgson. And again, the free throws continue to be the story. And now the fans, everyone wanted a foul on there.
Yep.
I mean, loses the ball the other way, but that's just the way this game has been. They're doing it, it's going back and forth both ways. They've missed some calls, they've made some calls both ways, and obviously as it comes down to crunch time, you're going to get a little bit more excitement around here.
The referees always tell me if they got fans and coaches yelling at them, they're having a good game because it's consistent.
And then they're going to get a reach and call on Treasure Baskerville. And a few moments ago,
I believe that's her fourth foul. So
you're right. You are right.
I don't think there's anyone on the floor who doesn't have less than 4 fouls.
That means you're playing hard. 43-34, 5:50 to go. Nalea Wright back at the free throw line. But again, like we talked about, that has been the story all afternoon, and it continues. This time, they'll hauled in by Wright. She tries to throw it back up there. And then we have a jump ball. It'll be Harding tied up with Waters, so it'll stay down this end.
Yeah,
but the free throws have been terrible today for Howard.
Yeah, it looks like it's.
And now they're trying to figure out where the jump ball's going to go. It's everyone. No, they'll have it decided in a minute here. And they'll give it to Howard, but now they're complaining that it should be Hodgson ball because they got the ball to start the second half, but it will be Howard ball under the basket. Blatch Huggins kicks to the corner. Soraya Jackson wants another three, and she got it.
Wow, that really turns the complexion of the game as they take advantage of that. Wow. Yeah, but there we go, a reach-in foul.
And that'll quiet the crowd a little bit, give them the reach-in call there, as Hodgson was unhappy with the series of events before this. They're talking about the jump ball, and if that is the case, and we don't know, would be a good point.
Well, here's what I know. Referees normally put a whistle in their pocket, and they change it so that they're pretty accurate. You don't want to trust sometimes the scoreboard operator because if someone's not paying attention.
True. Yeah, absolutely.
So normally we got 3 veteran officials out here, so I'm sure all 3 of them had or followed that philosophy. So again, I don't know that for a fact, but I'm just saying.
So the free throw good for Caleb Braxton Young, adds to her total. And then a timeout, 44-37 now. And Jay, ever since I said Caleb Braxton Young has a chance to go over her average to start, that was in the third quarter. That's her first point since that. So both of our jinxers are working well today.
Yes.
That's her 25th point. Her, a point and a half behind her season average of 26.5.
Yeah, absolutely. And, she's had a big, like you said, a big second and third quarter. But after she picked up that fourth foul, you also have to be a little careful.
Yeah.
Because the way they're calling the offensive fouls in this one, you can't really it takes away her driving part of the game.
And that's just another thing to say, which is going underrated in this one, is how well or how smart Caleb Braxton has played. She picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter and just picked up her 4th in the fourth quarter. She's been very smart about the way she's been playing this game as well as being effective.
Absolutely, and we said when she started the second quarter, we're like, wow, this is not an easy decision for the coach to make. He had total confidence in her not to pick up that 4th foul in that second quarter, and she didn't play the whole quarter without it and was so effective on the offensive end, it changed the momentum in this game.
44-37, a 7-point game here. Howard trying to inch their way back. They were down as many as 11. 5:30 to go here for the Blue Hen Championship. 44-37 lead for Hodgson over Howard.
This could come down to free throw shooting.
Soraya Jackson on the right wing, kicks back up top. Moving the ball around. Janelle Washington wants the floater off the glass. Almost got it to fall. Loose ball winds up in the hands of Hollis, and now she'll kick it to Blatch Huggins. Huggins drives, takes the contact, got the foul to go, but no continuation, obviously.
No, and that is
Howard, they wanted
call.
the bucket, but they quiet down a little quickly. It's not the NBA, but
yeah.
Obviously that would have been an and one in a lot of situations.
Absolutely. Like you said, that's the NBA. You could take 7 steps, throw it up, and they'll count it.
So now Harding comes back in for Washington. And now 2 free throws for Blatch Huggins again.
I believe it's 1-1.
Oh, 1-1. And there you have it. A free throw made for Howard, the first in a long time.
But, Nick, the rest of the way, both teams will be shooting 2 free throws. So we might be here for a while.
And we'll see if that has to play an effect on either of these teams. As we go down the stretch, Blatch Huggins' second free throw is good, so 2 for 2 from the line. Big-time free throws for her and the Wildcats. That lead to 5, and then it's stolen. Tipped out of bounds, but will remain back to Howard as Howard stole the ball, then he had it tipped.
One thing, Howard's defense is so good, especially when they get in that press, that they, Hodgson's got to take care of the basketball here.
So now down just 5 with 5 minutes to play, and they've got the ball back. Cross-court pass over to Washington. Thought about the 3, kick back up top to Hollis. Now over to the corner. Nalea Wright. Hop step in the paint, and they'll get a foul call. And now we'll have some subs. Harding will check back in.
That's a good job by coaching offensive defense, especially with the girls that are in foul trouble.
So Nalea Wright, she has struggled from the free throw line so far in this one, but Blatch Huggins made a couple earlier. See if that can give them some momentum from the line, and there she goes. Nalea Wright knocks down the first.
Yeah, it's big. Again, with 4:54 left, you're getting points while the clock is stopped.
So now just a 4-point game, under 5 minutes now to play for the Blue Hen Championship. And that free throw too strong, rebound from Hodgson. So it will stay at a 4-point game. Ball in the hands now of Kayla Braxton Young. Over to Treasure Baskerville. They quickly get it back to Kayla. They'll double her up top. Alyssa Waters now on the wing. She spin moves. Maybe got away with the travel. Just has to throw it up there, and out of bounds it goes.
Yeah, like you said, she had to throw it up because if not, she would have given a call for the travel violation. And again, that's almost like another turnover.
Washington back in for Howard for the offensive possession here. 4:30 to go. Howard now down 4. Soraya Jackson's hit a couple big-time threes for them in this fourth quarter. Hollis wants one. Too strong off the backboard and the rim. Rebound hustled down by Braxton Young. We'll see what she does in the open court.
And that's smart.
Yep.
Very smart. Pulls it back out.
Now she's going to dribble around. Kick up top to Treasure Baskerville. Baskerville going to dribble with the left hand. She is a lefty. Looks for somewhere to go with the ball. Over to Corinne. She stops the ball. Now back out to Treasure. Now 4 minutes to play in this one. Howard defense is looking good here, strong. They're locking down all windows and doors.
Absolutely.
Washington out on Braxton Young. She's dribbling around again. You can see her trying to maybe draw the foul here and waste some time at the same time. 44-40. They'll double. Kicks it up. Almost stolen by Blatch Huggins. Baskerville again. Now they're just dribbling the ball out here, trying to get a foul, I guess, on Howard. And now it's Corinne Braxton Young up top, trying to force Howard to make a defensive play. And there it is. Renasia Blatch Huggins the other way. 2 on 3, though. And she slips and falls. And it'll be out of bounds. Ball back to Hodgson. I believe that's what happened.
I believe you're correct.
So crazy there. Hope she's okay. She seems to be fine. But not the greatest luck there if you're a Howard fan.
They got the turnover they wanted.
And now again they come with pressure. 3:18 to go. Hodgson wasting a good minute or so off the clock on that last possession. Here they break the press. Good press break. And now Corinne has the ball, and she walked. Good defense there on the trap by the Wildcats.
Yep.
44-40, just a 4-point game here. 3:08 to play. That's all that stands in between these teams in the Blue Hen Championship.
Another exciting finish here.
And again, what might people might not know out there, Jay, is this is an exact rematch of last year's Blue Hen title game. Hollis, the scoop, draws the foul on Jenkins, so she'll head to the line. But last year, Jay, Howard upset Hodgson, or if you want to call it an upset, in last year's Blue Hen Championship game.
Yeah. And then Hodgson took the regular season game.
Yep, to get their revenge.
Yep, this year.
It's revenge back and forth. Yep. And now 44-40 with 3 minutes to play. And Hollis at the line, and the free throw no good. We talked about that being a major storyline in this one, and if we can go back to the stats and maybe look at this after the game, the free throw percentage, that might haunt Howard.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, especially here in the fourth quarter, they've had a chance to cut into this lead a few times and have come up empty of the foul line.
Able to pick up 1 of 2 there was Hollis. So now just a one-possession game, Jay, 44-41, and now putting the pressure on in the backcourt. That ball stolen through the hands of Corinne Braxton-Young into the hands of Renee Blatch-Huggins, who goes around the back of Kayla Braxton-Young and then gets fouled in the backcourt on Rashae Jenkins. What a series of events there for Howard.
And that's 4 straight possessions Howard has come up with the steal on the defense end. And I believe that's the 5th foul.
Do they call it
somebody
on Jenkins? I believe they did.
Yep, so that's
and that's
5.
her 5th.
The second Hodgson player to foul out.
Wow. So now Denia Reed will check back in for Hodgson. And now free throws for Blatch-Huggins. She was the only one to make both of them for Howard so far. She did that a few possessions ago, and now back at the line, knocks it down again.
Wow, early in the fourth quarter, I didn't think it would be as close. Howard's done a nice job, but it's all set up with their press.
Yep, great defense, forcing some turnovers, and 2 for 2 from the line.
She's made all 4 here in the fourth quarter.
A 1-point game, 44-43, and then a whistle in the backcourt, very quick whistle. I missed it, so it'll be a foul here. It'll be on Marsha Harden. I believe that's her first or second. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think there was anyone left with only 2 fouls.
So 44-43 in what has turned into a fantastic fourth quarter here for the Blue Hen Championship. And the first free throw, no good for Braxton-Young, something probably not used to seeing.
Wow, absolutely.
She's better contested, huh? That's how I always felt. I was better shooting the ball with someone on me.
When someone was on.
So Braxton-Young back the line. Her second and final free throw attempt. No good. 0 for 2 from the line, but the rebound is up for grabs and reeled in by Blatch-Huggins. Good hustle there for Howard, but they're going to trap her in another spin move out of it. Great job by Blatch-Huggins, and off to the races they go. Nice pass down low to Washington.
Wow. What a pass. First of all, a spin move. She was double teamed. She got out of that spin move, gets it down, and finds the open girl. And wow. Was that impressive?
Unreal. I mean, she's done that a few times in the backcourt, that alone. And then not only did she beat the defenders down court, great vision and great passing ability to get the ball to Janelle Washington down low, who did a good job of drawing the foul. And now she goes to the free throw line and knocks it down. And, Jay, for everything we said about the free throws, as of late, they're starting to hit some.
Yeah, Howard's hitting nerves, and Hodgson went 0 for 2 last time. So, wow, has this game turned. And now all of a sudden, we're tied up at 44.
And Howard has somehow stormed back and taken the lead. Their first lead since early. 45-44, Howard up by 1.
And I would continue pressing if you're Howard, because that's how you got back in the game. So it really has slowed down this Hodgson offense.
Try to press, but don't try to foul. That's going to be the story for Howard. Corinne Braxton-Young gets it past half court. They quickly get it to Kayla Braxton-Young. That's where they want it. 2:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hodgson now down 1. Braxton-Young has been at 25 points for a while now, looking for her first basket. I believe in the fourth quarter, her first field goal of the fourth quarter, yet to get one, which is very surprising. Crossover, looking for room, doesn't have it. Over to Corinne Braxton-Young, over the screen, back up top to Treasure. Baskerville, and now a timeout. Hodgson did not like what they saw. They'll take a timeout. Down by 1, 1:53 to go, Jay, and another great one. We come in for our second landing of the afternoon.
Unbelievable, right?
It is. We get lucky with some of the games we do, huh, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely. We thought it was going to be 2 really good games, and they haven't disappointed. This one's been it's really been a strange game. Howard controlled it early, then Hodgson controlled the middle part, and now all of a sudden Howard is making a run. Again, all spawned by their defense. And we said earlier, Hodgson had that possession where they ran 1 minute and 15 seconds off the clock, but then turned the ball over. And it started a string of about 4 or 5 straight turnovers for them. And Howard went to the foul line and started making their foul shots, which they were missing in the middle part of the game. And it really turned around, and now they got the lead. But, you know, how safe is it with this Hodgson team? Still a minute 53 to play.
We could still have 4 or 5 lead changes left in this one. But, I mean, you can look back to the moment that Renasia Blatch-Huggins checked out. Hodgson went on a run. She checks back in. Howard regains the lead.
Yep.
It's amazing to see. I mean, if you take it off what we've seen, how truly important she is to this team.
Absolutely.
And now both teams taking the floor. Hodgson, they've got it out of the timeout. We'll see what Coach drew up. Under 2 minutes to play, 45-44. Hodgson down 1. Howard, they lead. Jackson comes out to play Alyssa Waters. Waters gets the ball into the corner. Baskerville now on the wing, under 1:45 to go. Harden steps out on her. And we'll see what they do. Alyssa Waters sets the screen. Baskerville up top, tries to float it back up top. She gets it to Braxton Young. Some space, gonna launch a 3. That one slipped out of her hands, but she gets her own rebound underneath. Blatch-Huggins on the defense, but won't go. Doesn't matter anyway. Braxton Young gets the putback.
Yeah, that was smart by Blatch-Huggins, knowing that she had 4 fouls, did not want to contest it.
Absolutely, you said that. Smart play there. Now it's Hodgson back up 1. We hit the 1:10 mark here in the 4th quarter. Huggins on the drive. The right hand got it to go. As you saw, Hodgson stop. They're looking, and then a timeout, I believe, Howard 30. Howard gets the lead back, and you saw Hodgson, maybe somebody took an elbow or something. They stopped playing. They thought they had an offensive foul on Blatch-Huggins. It wasn't called, and then she got 2. Now Hodgson again coming out to let the referees know about it. But 47-46 now the lead back to Howard. 1:06 to play.
Yeah, and you see that the superstars are taking over here in the final couple minutes of this one. Wow, what an exciting game. And we couldn't ask for anything better here to get us into that state tournament mode, which again starts next week. Boys first round Tuesday, girls first round Wednesday, boys second round Thursday, girls second round Friday. We hope to have a couple of games each night in that span on the NFHS network powered by 302 Sports. So $9.99 a month to join, but you get as many playoff games as we can bring you, especially all the semifinals and finals. So
might be worth the bang for your buck there. 47-46, 1:06 to play here for your Blue Hen Championship. Live on 302 Sports. Nick Alessandrini, Jason Winchell, Pops Nick Hall, all on hand for today's Blue Hen Championship action. Finishing it off here with the girls, Hodgson and Howard. Now just a minute to play. 1-point lead for Howard. Corinne Braxton Young gets it past half court, looking to get rid of it. Finds Alyssa Waters, puts the ball on the floor. Her layup attempt, too strong, rebound. Back into the hands of Waters. And she'll kick back out to Kayla Braxton Young with 50 seconds to go. They'll reset down by 1.
Yep.
Crowd starting to stand here at St. Mark's High
Wow,
School.
everyone's on their feet. Here we go.
37 seconds. Hodgson down 1, ball in the hands of Kayla Braxton Young. Howard looking for a stop. 25 seconds to play. Harden on the defensive end for Howard, trying to stop one of the best players in the state. Braxton Young's pull-up jump shot won't go. I believe there might have been a tip, so it'll stay here. Hold on, Jay. Here we come. 16 seconds,
Wow.
47-46.
And I believe we'll have a timeout for
Hodgson.
Wow. What a finish we have in store. And what I liked was both crowds were, both teams' fans were on their feet. The whole crowd was electric. And here we go. I mean, this has been a great game. You couldn't ask for anything better.
I mean, absolutely not. Both games that we've had the liberty of calling today have been fantastic. Again, St. George's and AI came down to the wire. A 4-point win for St. George's. They were crowned Blue Hen champs. And now this game, 47-46. Howard back and forth all game long. Howard Bauer back late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They now find themselves up by 1 point with 16 seconds to go following the Blatch-Huggins go-ahead field goal.
Yeah, and wasn't this incredible? There, Blatch-Huggins thought she had the defensive rebound. It was ripped away. They get it back out. Braxton Young attempts a 3-point shot, but it was blocked and out of bounds. And so it stays Hodgson here with 16 seconds left.
Now, Jay, if you're Howard, Who you looking to stop here with 16 seconds to go? Dude literally put 2 or 3 girls
I
on
was just
Kayla
about
and
to
make
say
somebody
that.
else beat you.
I would double team her and make someone else beat you. Or as she gets the ball, just run 2 girls at her and have her make the decision on.
Trying to battle for position here on the inbound. The refs letting them know to calm down a little bit.
We saw this at the Caravelle St. Elizabeth's game and it resulted in a technical foul.
Well, if they call it technical at this moment, this place would go crazy.
Yep.
16 seconds, 47-46. Here we go. The inbound for Hodgson, down by 1. Baskerville will inbound. Shoots up top. They got 3 girls on her, and it's stolen. Into the hands of Blatch Huggins. Her layup attempt won't go, but she's fouled. So 2 free throws coming the way of Blatch Huggins. But like we said, Jay, on the inbound, they had 3 girls shoot after Kayla Braxton Young.
Yeah, and that's what I like to say, you know, just like throw it up. Don't let someone else beat you, you know?
Exactly. Absolutely.
You know where the ball was going, and there is, as an inbounder, if there's 3 girls on her, there's got to be somebody open.
Yeah. And I mean, and not saying that it definitely will happen. She could even score on 3 people. So
yes.
Either way, it could have went. That time, Howard comes up with the steal, and now Blatch Huggins from the line. Free throw, no good. So leaving it open here for Hodgson.
Absolutely. It's still 10 seconds left. Plenty of time.
So Blatch Huggins back at the free throw line. Howard
It's
up
a
by
big
1.
one, though. This can put you up 2.
And she got it. So timeout on the floor, 48-46. Howard, they've got a 2-point lead over Hodgson. Hodgson, though, has the ball. 10.3 seconds to play. That's all that stands between us here, Jay, and crowning their Blue Hen champions. Just 10 seconds of basketball.
Yeah, and wow, what a game this has been. It's been back and forth, and there, like we said, Howard, again, defensively gets the steal. And then Blatch Huggins was only able to knock 1 down, but at least it gives them a 2-point lead where a 2-pointer does not beat you.
And I have a feeling here, Jay, I don't know about you, 10 seconds left. I have a feeling Caleb Braxton Young will be launching a 3 here. I don't know from where, but I think it will be a 3.
I'm with you.
Or somebody will shoot a 3. I think it'll be a 3 attempt. But, Jay, now we rewind back to December 11th. Rematch here, a 50-47 win for Hodgson. And we take a look at this score now, 48-46, almost identical. We could be looking at a similar final.
Yes,
in just a few seconds.
And so it tells you how close the evenly matched these 2 teams are. And that's why I can't wait to the state tournament. We're going to see some bunch of these close games.
And both teams have put their talent on display here at St. Mark's for the Blue Hen title game.
And they're leaving it. Everybody's left it out on the floor today. Wow. And the real winners, not only the girls, but me and you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're seeing this
and
great
all
game.
These fans here today. Here we go. 10 seconds. Hodgson down by 2. 48-46. Here comes Kayla Braxton Young. She gets to the hoop, throws up the layup. No good. 3 seconds. Treasure Baskerville's putback is good. Treasure Baskerville on the putback on the Kayla Braxton Young miss.
And we're going overtime. 4 quarters isn't enough here. This is the way it deserves to be. Let's go play some 4 minutes more of some basketball, Nick.
Well, I was wrong, obviously, Jay. Kayla Braxton Young tried to get to the basket. 10 seconds was enough. She did so, took some contact. Her shot was a little too strong, but great follow by Treasure Baskerville. That's what you have good teammates for, and she was there, and now we're heading to overtime.
Absolutely.
Fantastic first 4 quarters in this one. What a job there by Baskerville on the putback again. The effort and the execution sends us to overtime, all knocked up at 48. Hodgson Howard battling it out for the Blue Hen title game.
Wow, I mean, this game got any more excited than it. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Now, Jay, we talked about the fouls. Now we really have to, another 4 minutes to go. All these players we're looking at with 4 fouls, and one of the big ones, Kayla Braxton Young. 4 fouls that she's had for a while now, so maybe not something to be too nervous about.
And then Blatch Huggins on the other end with 4 fouls. So, I mean, this has been an unbelievable game and a lot. And you got to remember that the team fouls stay the same, so that everyone will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way, even in overtime.
Kayla Braxton Young leading the way for Hodgson, 27 points out of their 48. Blatch Huggins and Jamil Hollis, they've got 12 apiece for Howard. They lead the way for the Wildcats, and now we're just a few seconds away from tip here in overtime. And here we go. Blatch Huggins wins the tip easily, but hands up right in the hands of Corinne Braxton Young. So Hodgson, they'll control first possession here in the overtime.
Yeah, that was good position from Hodgson, knowing where to be on that jump ball.
So another 4 minutes, Jay, in overtime to crown our Blue Hen champions between Hodgson and Howard, a rematch of last year's game and a rematch of a game earlier this season. Both games very narrow wins for both teams. Bea Braxton Young contested three. Won't go. Too strong off the rim and out of bounds, but obviously can't fault her for taking that shot. She'll hit it.
No, yeah, it's a shot she's hit all game. So it's a good shot. That time it just doesn't fall.
48-48 now, 3:33 to go. And Kayla Braxton Young has almost played every minute of this game. We don't know at what point stamina will have an issue. But 48-48, 3:24 to play in overtime. Jackson, she's hit a couple big threes in that fourth quarter for Howard. Now it's Blatch Huggins. Thought about the step back jumper. Pauses it for a second, now passes it up top to Janelle Washington. They get it back to her. Blatch Huggins spin move on the block. Shot came off a little too early off her hands, might have slipped away, and now it's Braxton Young the other way. Washington on defense, fake pass for Braxton Young, and then the contact on Washington will send her to the free throw line. So a minute into overtime and a chance to open up the scoring here for Hodgson and Kayla Braxton Young, who seems to be holding her right hand, maybe jammed a finger.
Yeah, she took into the floor.
So a chance to give Hodgson the lead back, and she does. And a chance to extend it to a bucket here, a one-possession game either way for Howard. Braxton Young's second free throw. In and out, no good. Good job of boxing out there is Hollis. So 49-48, under 3 minutes to go. Washington, she's got space, wants a three off the rim. Rebound to Blatch Huggins. Her putback won't go, too strong off the backboard.
And that's on Blatch Huggins.
And it looks like it is, and she's not happy about it. She has fouled out, a huge loss for Howard. Yep. So Renasia Blatch Huggins fouls out with 12 points on the evening, but obviously her effect goes far above the score sheet here. So now they'll bring in Kaya Dale, number 35. She'll take Blatch Huggins' spot. And again, Hodgson, they get the ball back. 2:51 to play, up by one here in overtime, and actually a chance now for free throws for Alyssa Waters. So big free throws coming up for the Silver Eagles. The first one a little too strong for Waters and no good.
Again, we said free throw shooting is going to be important in this one.
Second free throw on the way for Waters and good. So way to adapt there, feel out her second shot and knocks it down. 2-point game, Jay, 50-48 here at overtime. 2:47 to go now for your Blue Hen Championship. It's Hollis in the corner. Up top now, over to the wing, Janelle Washington. Back to Nalia Wright on baseline. Nice dribble move there, gets it down low in the paint to Dale. Give and go action there, but the layup no good for Nalia Wright. Able to hustle down the offensive rebound.
She gets her own rebound.
Drives in the paint, the left-hand floater, no good. Rebound, though, back into her own hands. Hollis gets their second chance opportunity.
Then we're going to have a jump ball, and it should stay Howard's way. Wow.
And, Jay, you see Howard doing their work on the offensive glass, but can't get any of those putbacks to fall. Good defense down low in the paint for Hodgson. So now Howard to inbound down 2. 2:14 to go in overtime. Hollis over to Washington. Thought about a three, kicks to the corner. Soraya Jackson, her three from the corner, got it!
Wow, she hit some big threes in this game. Another one there, and now Howard goes back on top.
Howard back up by one. What a three. Same spot for Soraya Jackson. Braxton Young tries to quickly answer. No, but they get a foul call on Alyssa Waters. So 2 minutes to go. Still a lot of time here in overtime, but we'll walk the floor. And what a job done by Soraya Jackson. Like you said, Jay, 2 big-time threes to bring them back in the fourth quarter, and no one maybe bigger than the one she just hit here in overtime.
Absolutely. Oh, man, what a shot. She has ice water in her veins. Steps up big and buries a big three, and now a chance for them to extend to this lead from the free throw line where.
So now it's Hollis. Gets it to go. Big time free throw for Jamel Hollis. 52-50. Either way, it'll be a one possession game, barring an offensive rebound here for Howard. Still 2 minutes to play, though, in overtime. And one more free throw on the way for Hollis. And 2 for 2 from the line. Big time free throws for Howard when they need them. And now it's a 3-point game, 53-50. Braxton Young, pull up 3. Too strong. Rebound bounces into the hands of Hollis. Ball's loose now. And they're going to get the foul here on Treasure Baskerville on the loose ball as it was on the floor.
And I believe that's her 5th.
I think you're right, Jay.
That's 3 Hodgson players to foul out.
In comes Niana Saunders to check in for Baskerville. So a 3-point game, still 1:41 to play. And Braxton Young got a clean look on that 3.
Yep.
Just couldn't get it to fall, and now that sends Hollis back to the free throw line. And knocks it down, so like we said earlier, when they need to make them, they are here late.
Yes.
So now some subs now as Michaela Ellerby checks in for Howard. She'll head down to the block, and a chance to make it a 5-point game here in overtime with 1:41 to play. And the free throw's no good. Rebound to Hodgson. They quickly get it to Braxton Young. They trap her. She's got to get rid of it. She does. Corinne Braxton Young now. 1:35 to play. Hodgson down 4. Nobody stops ball. She tries to skip layup. The ball's tipped up in the air into the hands of Zariah Jackson.
She can slow it down.
Tries to loft it down low to Hollis. She's got some room down there, and no good. The putback wouldn't go. Layup no good. Stolen by Braxton Young with 1:17
There's
to play.
a heads-up play by Braxton Young, not giving up and able to get the steal.
Braxton Young now on the drive, takes the contact, throws it up, and now she'll earn a trip to the free throw line. So
Yep.
Smart play there. Saw the contact coming, went into her shooting motion, and now she'll head to the free throw line.
Wow. A lot of adjectives to describe this game. It's been unbelievable.
It really has. And back and forth both ways. 1:10 to play, and the free throw good for Braxton Young.
All of Hodgson's points in this overtime period has been from the foul line.
And now second free throw is good. So big time free throws now for Braxton Young. Both teams hitting them as of late. Now just a 2-point game. Howard, they do have the ball. 1:05 to go in overtime. The winner of this one will be crowned your Blue Hen Conference champions. Hollis to drive and kick. Zariah Jackson, a huge second half for her. And we'll have a timeout. Howard here with 51 seconds to play. They're up by 2, so both teams head to their respective benches.
That's a smart timeout. Take care of the basketball if you're them, because Hodgson will eventually have to foul you with 51 seconds left if you take care of the basketball. And then if you're Hodgson, you got time. You don't have to foul quickly. You gotta you can take some chances and try and get a couple steals before you foul.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what they decide to do here. And also, Kayla Braxton Young has got to be careful. Still 4 fouls for her. So her going for the steal, she'll have to look out for that. But she knows that. She's a smart player. Blatch Huggins, if you're just joining us, she fouled out here in overtime. Howard is still able to grab the lead back 54-52 with 51 seconds to play.
Absolutely. Like you said, still plenty of time left in this one. And this is, I'll tell you what, this has been everything as advertised. We said yesterday on the show that this was going to be a great game, and it has not disappointed.
So Zariah Jackson will inbound for Howard. Here we go, 50 seconds to go. 2-point game, 2-point lead for the Wildcats. We'll do some dribble handoff here to Zariah Jackson. Back to Nalea Wright. 35 seconds to play. Drives. Nice dish down low to Kaya Dale, but her shot won't fall. Rebound to Kayla Braxton Young, and here she goes. 27 seconds for Hodgson.
Buckle up, Nick.
Pull up three. Blocked from behind, so it'll stay here. No foul call, but they do either a foul or a block. Either way, Hodgson gets the ball back. 21 seconds, Jay.
Wow.
Same thing as regulation here almost. 54-52.
I'll tell you what, I'm out of breath, and man, you've had the easy job.
Timeout, Hodgson.
Yep, chance to draw up a play. Again, trailing by 2. We said in regulation we both thought it would be a 3-pointer.
That's right.
They got the 2-pointer. It'll be interesting to see what they draw up here. Still 20, like you said, 20.8 seconds left. Plenty of time still. But, wow, this is an unbelievable game.
And if you are Hodgson, again, 21 seconds to work with. We'll see what they draw up. But Braxton Young obviously going to draw a bit of attention. I mean, Corinne Braxton Young, we've seen knocked down a 3. Treasure Baskerville knocked down a 3. She's actually fouled out of the game, so you can't use her. But you will find somebody open, most likely, if you're out on the floor. The question is now, if you're Kayla Braxton Young, are you going to try to get to the bucket? Could be crowded in the paint. You saw that last time. Her last couple drives have been a little difficult to finish. Or if you're her, you try to settle and get a little bit of an open look from deep. And she's been able to get some great spacing on her 3 balls here today.
Yeah, she has. I mean, this has really been, a well-played game by her. They've slowed her down a little bit after that third quarter, but this is winning time, and she's a winning player. So
absolutely. And now we'll see how it ends up here. 21 seconds right now until we crown our Blue Hen Conference champions, Howard and Hodgson, battling it out here in a hard-fought match from St. Mark's High School here live on 302 Sports. Nick Alessandrini, Jason Winchell, Pops, and Nick Hall. 21 seconds to play here in overtime. Braxton Young tries to fight through the screen. They told her to loft it up. They do, and it's stolen again. A careless inbound by Hodgson, and now it's Hollis the other way. Draws the foul.
Yeah, is that a replay of regulation? Same thing, except that time after the foul was 10 seconds left. This time there's 16 seconds left. But again, you knew they were going to – it seems like Howard knew the play better than Hodgson did. They're expecting that inbound pass.
And now Hollis back to the free throw line. No free throws bigger than these, and she knocks it down.
Yeah, like you said, now she knocks this one down. It's a 2-possession game. Still plenty of time left, 16 seconds. But this is a big free throw.
Two for two from the line. Hollis really knocking them down here from the charity stripe late in this one. And big-time moments for Howard. Yep. They're now up by 4, 16 seconds to go. They try to get it in. They get it into Kayla Braxton Young, 14 to play. 13, and here she goes.
And for Howard, do not foul her if she shoots a 3.
There's her 3 attempts, long off the rim, gets her own rebound. With 7 seconds, she fires another one. That one also no good. Rebound in the hands of Zariah Jackson, and a foul. And Jay Howard gets the rebound, and starting to look a lot similar to last year's Blue Hen title game.
Absolutely, and this is a great win. And Howard, they were down in the overtime with Blatch Huggins had fouled out.
Yes, looked bad there.
And they've came back and now 2 seconds away from a victory. There was nobody underneath. You got to put the Hodgson needs to put people underneath.
And Zariah Jackson, and she's at the free throw line, but huge shots from her today. I mean, they can't be stated enough. Big-time threes, the way of Zariah Jackson. Some of the biggest moments of this game for Howard. The free throw misses there, but whenever they were down or starting to look at it, she would hit a big-time 3 to either bring them back or inch them closer. And Howard able to play a very good game here as of late. And that free throw misses, and that'll do it. There you have it. Your Blue Hen Conference champions are the Howard Wildcats. Congratulations to them, and congratulations to your runner-up, the Hodgson Silver Eagles. Both teams, though, will obviously be in that state tournament. Both teams finishing with a record of 16-4 in the regular season. Howard, though, they get crowned the Blue Hen Conference champs.
Yeah, and the resolve of both teams today was outstanding. Both teams played absolute great games. And it's a shame that there has to be a loser in this game because both teams played their hearts out. And great win for Howard. And they get revenge from the regular season loss, and you're Blue Hen champions for the second year in a row.
They can ride that momentum right into that state tournament next week. And now we look down at some of our stats. Again, congratulations to the Howard Wildcats. They are your Blue Hen Conference champions tonight, led by Jamil Hollis, 17 points for her. Renasia Blatch-Huggins with 12. Nalea Wright had 7. Zariah Jackson with 9. Those 3 big triples for her. Kanaya Meacham had 5. And that's your Howard score. You look over to the Hodgson side of things. Caleb Braxton Young doing her thing as you would assume she would. 30 points for Caleb Braxton Young today. Over her average of 26.5. A good game for her. And then Erica Farrell. And another thing, battle with those fouls throughout the entire thing.
Yes, yep.
And then Treasure Baskerville had 5. Farrell 2. Shay Jenkins 3. Corinne Braxton Young added 8. And Denaya Reed had 3. Alyssa Waters hit a free throw for 1. So 56-52. Howard, they get the win, and they're your conference champions, Jay.
Yeah, and wow, what can you say about that game? I mean, it had everything, and it came down in the overtime period, and Howard knocked down free throws when they needed to in the overtime period, and that's what they needed to do, and they did it, and they can walk away with the Blue Hen Championship.
Absolutely, and you're going to see the trophy presentation in just a few minutes again, and what a game it was between Hodgson and Howard. And also now both teams will focus their attention now on the state tournament, which is starting next week. And both teams earned some pretty good seedings, obviously, heading in. And if we could show the we have the trophy presentation. But, Jay, just looking forward now to state tournament. For these two teams, what do you see playing out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, Hodgson has a Howard's got a matchup Wednesday against Newark Charter. Hodgson is off till Friday when they'll get the.
And they may need a long week of rest here after this one, a long game that went into overtime. Hard-fought battle. Get some chance to regather themselves and get ready for that state tournament. Howard, they're your champs, and they'll again play early this week, right, Jim?
Yeah, right. They'll play Wednesday at home against Newark Charter at 7 o'clock.
Like you said earlier.
And then Hodgson is off till Friday. They get the winner of number 10 Sussex Tech and 23 Friends. They played Sussex Tech earlier this year in a game I believe Hodgson won by 2, but it was another one of those close games. So now all of a sudden, I mean, you get the state tournament time. If it's a game like this, wow, I mean, we're going to be in for a treat.
You ain't kidding. And again, 2 great games today. Both matchups for your Blue Hen Conference Championships were fantastic games. Both games coming down to the wire. This one obviously heading into overtime. And just great games that we got a chance to see today.
Absolutely. I mean, it was 2 games that were instant classics. Again, congratulations to both teams on an outstanding game. And at the end of the game, it came down to Howard making the free throws, but it was all set up by their defensive end. They were up 2 points in overtime, and they get the steal, 2 made free throws to steal the game.
Absolutely, and a big win for the Howard Wildcats, but both teams finishing off their regular seasons very well. And again, you can look out for both of these teams. Very talented teams in the state tournament early next week. And again, we'll be back in action live on 302 Sports, I believe, Tuesday night, Jay, bringing you some of those first rounds.
Yeah, and again, check our website, social media pages, as I will try to put together a schedule sometime Sunday or Monday when I find out who we have available and what games we can get to. But, again, stay tuned. Remember, all playoff games on the NFHS network powered by 302 Sports. Can't wait to bring you the playoff. Thank you for tuning in. It was a great game, and I could tell from a lot of the chatter on the game that they were enjoying it too, as the word "wow" came up a lot of times here, and
out of our mouths as well.
Yeah, and thank you for tuning in again, and we'll see you all state tournament time.
Again, for Jason Winchell, Nick Hall, and Pops here, Nick Alessandrini signing off for 302 Sports. Again, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you Tuesday night. For right now, Howard, they're your Blue Hen Conference champions. They get the win over Hodgson, 56-52.